Ever feel like you're in a constant battle with your own metabolism? Well, it turns out the goal isn't really to speed it up with some kind of quick fix. Instead, we're going to break down a really simple, three-pillar framework for building a better, stronger one from the ground up.
So many of us are looking for that metabolic edge, right? For better energy, for easier weight management. But where in the world do you even start? My advice? Forget all the complicated hacks and miracle supplements for a second. The real answer is actually in understanding what your body is truly asking for.
Okay, this right here is the single biggest mistake I see people make. When you slash your calories way down, your body doesn't think, oh, great, a diet. It thinks, oh no, famine. And its ancient survival instincts just kick right in, slowing everything down to conserve every last bit of energy. Your metabolism doesn't speed up, it slams on the brakes.
So, if starving your body's out, what's in? Well, let's dive into Pillar 1. I want you to start thinking of your metabolism as a high-performance engine. And what does every engine need? The right fuel.
See, the right fuel isn't just one thing. It's about a consistent rhythm. Eating regularly keeps that engine humming instead of stalling out. Prioritizing protein is huge because your body actually burns more calories just digesting it. It's like a built-in metabolic boost. Then you've got complex carbs for that steady, long-lasting energy, not a quick spike and crash. And finally, hydration. Seriously, without enough water, none of these processes can run the way they're supposed to.
Now, if protein and carbs are the gasoline, think of these micronutrients as the engine's essential fluids. You know, the oil, the coolant. You don't always see them, but they are absolutely critical. Iron is like the delivery truck for oxygen. Potassium regulates all the fluid levels, and omega-3s reduce that internal friction we call inflammation. All together, they make sure the fuel you put in gets used as efficiently as possible.
All right, we've got the fuel sorted. Now for Pillar 2. It's time to build a bigger, stronger engine. This slide just illustrates the core concept perfectly. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. It's alive, it's hungry, and it's burning calories 24/7, even when you're just sitting on the couch. Fat, on the other hand, is basically just for storage. It's less active. So the simple truth is, the more muscle you have, the higher your body's base level energy burn is. That's your resting metabolic rate. And that leads us to a really crucial conclusion. If you want to permanently increase your resting metabolism, strength training is an absolute game changer. It is the single most effective way to upgrade your body's engine into a more efficient, calorie-burning machine, period.
But hey, a powerful engine is pretty useless if the fuel lines are all clogged up, right? That's where circulation comes in. It's the hardware that delivers all that oxygen and all those nutrients to your active muscle. And yeah, cardiovascular exercise is key, but even simple things like a warm foot soak can help support this vital delivery system.
Okay, so we've fueled the engine and we've built a stronger one. Now for our final pillar, essential maintenance. This is what keeps your incredible metabolism from breaking down over time. Your body does its most important repair work while you're asleep. If you skimp on those 7 to 9 hours, you immediately throw the hormones that control your appetite completely out of whack. Ghrelin, the hormone that screams, "I'm hungry," gets a lot louder. And leptin, the one that says, "Okay, we're full now," gets quieter. It's a recipe for overeating and just metabolic chaos. Stress has a similarly powerful and kind of nasty effect. Chronic anxiety just floods your system with the stress hormone cortisol. And high cortisol levels are a direct signal to your body to store fat, hold on to water, and it often drives that emotional eating. So yeah, managing your mindset is a core part of metabolic maintenance.
And finally, it's so important to recognize that your metabolism isn't a machine with a fixed setting. It's more like a tide that ebbs and flows, especially with hormonal cycles. When you start being mindful of these natural patterns, you can learn when to push a little harder and when to focus on recovery. And that makes all your efforts so much more effective.
So we have our 3 pillars: the right fuel, a stronger engine, and essential maintenance. What does this whole framework actually mean for you?
Look, you can forget the magic bullet. A truly healthy metabolism is a holistic system. It's all about high-quality fuel powering a strong engine that's constantly being maintained. If you neglect one of these pillars, the other 2 are going to suffer. It all works together.
So I want to leave you with this final question to think about. What if you stopped trying to fight your body to lose weight, and instead you started working with it to build a powerful, fully supported metabolism? What would change for you, maybe even starting tomorrow?